Hey guys, it's been a minute. I figured I had a minute here and I'd make you guys a what I carry day to day at work EDC video. I know I just made an EDC video for the beach or whatever, so it's sort of similar. So I apologize for that, but here's what I'm normally carrying day to day. Yes, it changes a little bit. It changes on the weekend 100%, but this is what I'm carrying for work usually. And I guess I'll get going with it. So, my phone, same deal. Samsung S22 that I use. This is just like some dust-proof case and a card holder on it. That I keep in my front left pocket here of my jeans. And then in the front left pocket of my jeans, I carry my, one of my folding knives. This is the Utilizer 2.0. This is what I'm always carrying at work, is the Utilizer. Then I also, in my front right pocket, am going to be carrying a wallet, usually. This is a Travax wallet. I couldn't tell you which one it is. It holds a bunch of cards and cash, very minimalist, metal, USA-made wallet. So that's what I have for a wallet. And then that's the front two pockets. On my belt, well, you know what, I'll do my back left pocket, depending on how I'm feeling. If I feel like carrying a kind of fun knife, like my back left pocket, I'll have a folder. This is just an example. This is a ZT 562 that I customized. So that's just an example. But usually I'll have some sort of another folding knife back there, just kind of as a fun knife, and one that I want to carry, less of a work knife. And then I guess I'll go on to my belt. I do carry a lot of stuff on my belt here. The belt I use is well, I'll show you guys at the end. First off, I'll go what's on my belt. So on my right side, front to back, I have this first thing I have is this little Leatherman case on there. Then after that, usually I'll have my fixed blade Wharncliffe knife here. And then, all the way back, not quite 12 o'clock. And this is going to take a minute to get off, so I'm going to set you guys down for just 1 second. I have this is my primary carry. I'm not going to take it out to show you guys the serial number or anything. It's the 365. You guys probably know what it is. And I carry it in a Alien Gear holster. That's just what I found that I like the most. Inside the waistband, very comfortable, nice and, not too sweaty and whatnot. So that's that. And then the belt is I don't know, it's just a really nice, high quality, it's technically a gun belt. It's made by Bigfoot gun belts. So I won't put that in frame or anything. And then, of course, I always put it on my left wrist, is my watch. Right now, it's just this G-Shock that I use for work. I don't know the model number, to be honest, but it's more of a beater watch than like a really nice one, but it does the job, and it's been faithful to me, so I can't complain. And I guess I'll go into the pack here. First off, I'll show you this fixed blade here. You guys have already seen it 1,000 times, but this is my work fixed blade. My first fixed blade I made, 1080 steel, and I've been beating the pants off of it and loving every minute of it. So no complaints there. Fairly lightweight, and it's easier to access for me than a folding knife is. It's faster, that is. So it's much easier just to reach back, grab my fixed blade, cut my thing, and then stick it back in the sheath than have to take it out of my pocket, open, my utilizer, do my job, close the utilizer, put the utilizer back in my pocket. It's just much more effort. So I use this thing for like really nasty tasks that I think will probably damage the edge on this thing, like scraping concrete, that kind of thing, scraping paint against really abrasive surfaces. I'll use the utilizer kind of as a throwaway blade, since I can just swap out the blade if I need to. And then this one I use for everything else. And this one, sometimes I'll use the fun knife when I feel like it. But like I said, this one's really just kind of for fun. So in this little EDC pack here that I carry, I guess I'll go to, these are all things I use a ton in my construction job. I mean, this whole EDC is set up for construction. This light here I use a ton. This is it's just a string light that I was given, a small one. It's a AAA light, not super bright, but I use this thing all the time for looking under cabinets, just looking for screws, things I've dropped, up in crawl spaces, that kind of thing, looking in walls, literally infinite uses for a flashlight. And another thing I use it for is when I'm drywalling, I like to put it against the wall so I can see the texture, so I can see if I'm doing a nice even job or not. And then here's a Sharpie. This is just a small one. Sometimes I have a big one in there, just depending. But I use a Sharpie all the time. And, you know, pencils and stuff I have usually stuck in my hat or in my tool apron. But a Sharpie is always good to have at your side. Pen's pretty much useless on the job site. And in here, this, if you guys are wondering, it's just a regular Leatherman pack. But I haven't seen many people use these, and it's pretty great. The only thing is this one's pretty old, but you can see the elastic gets kind of stretchy, and same with these side compartments here. So just something to be aware of. They will wear out. They're not like a leather one that you'll get a lot more life out of, but I bought a couple of them. This is still my first one, and it's still going, so there's that. No complaints there. In here, I got a lighter. I don't smoke, never have, never will, of any sort. Don't even really work around guys that smoke for that matter, but I use it to melt paracord, and it's always good to have some sort of fire starter on you. There's been several occasions where I've been like, oh, I need a lighter, let's do that. Camping, that kind of thing. Lighting a fire, like a campfire. So yeah, that's just a regular old Bic lighter. That one doesn't get used that much, but still like to have it in there, and it doesn't weigh that much. In the back here, I got a Band-Aid in my line of work. That's useful. Don't use it all that much, to be honest, but it's always good to have there in case someone really lays himself open. And here's my Leatherman Wave, not the Wave Plus, just a regular old Wave. This one I like because it's got the drop point. This is I just sharpened this up on my grinder, so it's pretty wicked sharp now. But yeah, primary blade, the tools on it, I've never felt held back by the tools on this thing. The most things I use the most are the flathead screwdriver for scraping. I used a little screwdriver sometimes for probing, that kind of thing. Almost never use the scissors, almost never use the file. Actually, I have used the file very few times. There's like once or twice I can think of that I've used it. Never have used the saw. Knives I use pretty infrequently because I usually use one of these ones. And then I have it's a reversible flathead and Phillips head screwdriver on the back here. That one I use all the flipping time. Never use the can opener. Never use this measurements because I always have a tape measure on me. But there's that Leatherman Wave. That's a great one. Love it. So I think, let me just check my pockets. That is pretty much everything I'm carrying on a day-to-day basis for work. Like I said, it depends on the day. Sometimes I will not bring this knife. I'll just have my pouch. Sometimes I will not bring this knife. Sometimes I will not carry my sidearm. It really depends where I'm going, what I'm doing, and it really can change a lot. But this is what you'll see with me carrying absolute max on the job site. I figured I'd say there, and then I pare down from there. But this is not an unrealistic carry for me. Yes, it seems a little bit ridiculous compared to what some people carry out there. It's what I like carrying. It brings me joy, and I get a lot of use out of this stuff. So, hope you guys liked the video, and I will see you later.